Good evening, world. Stay strong in Jesus. I spent my whole life, graduated normal, joined the military, had kids, got married a bunch of times, got divorced, brokenhearted a bunch more times, sinned, helped, saved lives, fought wars, climbed the mountains, and stabbed. I just spent my whole life on this roller coaster of craziness, ups and downs. And then I found a good woman, had another child, got old, retired, and I still was up and down until I found Jesus not too long ago. He changed everything for me. I put my whole life in him. And my life has changed completely. And all I want to do now is, because I'm nobody to look up to, but I'm compelled by this overwhelming love, and I feel no fear anymore. And I just want to tell everybody about it. I posted a video today, and once again, thank you to all my subscribers, anybody that's ever listened, hated, liked, loved. What is this guy even doing on YouTube? Whatever it is, I thank you for viewing and making this what it is. And I originally started as a way to try to help vets and help myself get all the stuff that's up here out to somebody in hopes that it would help. Not that I really have any idea if it does help, but I do know what does help. And I put all my faith, all my trust, all my worries to Jesus. I give it all to him. And there's no more highs and lows. There's sadness sometimes. There's regretfully anger sometimes, but not hate. And not an anger where you were like, oh, I want to choke somebody. It's anger. It's just like, it's wake up. Like, we're all nobodies, just trying to tell somebody about Jesus. And I just want to love everybody. But that's not what I get back sometimes. And tonight, some guy just called me just some of the worst things, like a mutant, idiot. And it was just a picture of my dog chewing on her bone, having fun, and we were playing tug of war. And I just, and then like a minute before that, I posted something saying like, pit bulls are like, or any of the bully breeds are like owning bulls, like mating bulls and stallions, and they're like having livestock, and it's not about how cute they are or anything like that, but they're going to kill you one day, or they have the capability to kill you one day. And I was like, man, I've owned a lot of bullies, but I've never ever been worried about them killing me. And I've owned a lot of horses and been around livestock most of my young life, and they're nothing like owning a dog. And they demand a lot more respect because they are so large. But I've never been afraid of a large animal killing me either. And I've never really been afraid of any animal killing me, surprisingly. And we used to, my mom hated it when we were kids, but chase after snakes and picked them up in our hands, and the more poisonous, the better. And it was just because they're fascinating to me. Snakes are, they're terrible smelling animals. And they're here for a reason. Just as we all are. It's just this grand design of things, like backup systems for the backup systems. Like you can't have life from nothing, and you can't have life without death. And the good thing is that putting your trust in Jesus brings you to a place where you don't have to worry about death. You understand it's inevitable, and you have no control over it, really. You can think you do, but none of us really do. And safety is just, it's a myth. And sometimes you just have to not be worried about the what ifs and live your life. There's so many things that can kill you, and you have no control over it. All you have control over is what you can physically do, and that's not a lot compared to the grand scheme of the universe. But Jesus, who was also a man, showed me that I don't have to be great, nor do I want to be great, because in order for me to be great, I would have to be near perfect, I guess. And perfect's kind of boring. And I just want to be better. And I want to help other people be better, feel better. Even in times of sadness and great pain, they feel better to the core. I originally just was going to do this short video, but I've been noticing I get away from short videos, and from the longer videos, and I like this better because I can think and express my feelings. The one thing is most people don't watch the shorter videos, but it doesn't make it any less important, because I've been doing this for over a year now, and I post on average 3 to 4 videos a day. That's working a full-time job, and I love it. I love that everything that I try to do is revolved around Jesus. So even if you're hating on me, you're at least hearing his name, or I'm trying to walk in his path. It's for a guy that was raised and then went to the military, it's like, hey, if you're not with me, you're against me. And you might win this time, but you better hope that you do. Because I'm not the strongest. I'm not the best athlete. I was a decent wrestler. I know boxing, some other things. I know that real fighting for your life, not in the ring, not on the mat, none of that. Real fighting for your life, a lot of people can't do. War is not easy. It's not manly. It's just, yes, there are a lot of great men that are also warriors. No, there ain't no great men. We're all just nobodies. And you could think you're not, and that's fine. I think a lot of people that I know aren't nobodies. But that's because they've had it worse than me. And till I know your story, I don't see a lot of people actually fighting for their life, fighting for their God, fighting for Jesus, fighting for this country, fighting for things to be better, not fighting for more money or more trophies or how many touchdowns we got, or and knowing what team won the Super Bowl back in 1976. I mean, I've always loved playing sports until it was not time to play sports anymore. You know, there's a passage in the Bible that says, when you're a child, basically do as a child does. Have fun, have love, do things that are educating you, and that's everything. And then when you become men, put childish things away. And I was kind of lost with that for a very long time, because I did mountain biking and rollerblading and rock climbing, and I loved working out. I would sometimes, like, you know, I would just get done working like 22 hour day in wartime, and I would go to the gym for a couple hours, and at one point I'm 6'5", 295, 7% body fat, and I was just on like a generator mode until I hurt myself. And once I hurt myself as bad as I hurt myself, working out wasn't as important anymore. Staying in shape's always been important. But we can fight through all those other things. Anytime you're willing to put effort into it with the fear of God in your heart and the love of Jesus, and you can accomplish a lot. And you could train no days in your life. Stay strong in Jesus. Sorry for rambling on. Thank you for listening, if you do. Yep, way too long. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough, Jesus. Have a great day. Know that Jesus is one love. And we're all His children. And we're all from the same beginning, Adam and Eve. We are all sinners. We are not evil people, but we are capable of great evil. I don't want a war anymore. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want to tell you about my Jesus and what He means to me and what He's done for me, my family, my whole life. He changed my whole life when He came to me. He changed my whole life. Like, reset all the pain and trauma and set me free. And I want that for everybody. Have a good night. Talk to you again soon. Maybe I'll cut this up into some short clips. Night.